Hey guys, so a lot of you during a recent stream were asking me about an article posted by Kotaku a couple of weeks ago which talks about Destiny 2. So before we push forward into some discussion, just need to say that essentially nothing in here has been confirmed by Bungie or Activision or anything like that. It is all speculation, despite the fact that Jason Schreier, the guy who wrote the article, has a pretty good track record regarding Destiny stuff. So, in short, the article claims a few things. 1. Destiny is going to come to PC. 2. Destiny 2 is going to feel like a proper sequel instead of an expansion. And 3. Characters will potentially not carry over to Destiny 2. So number 1, Destiny coming to PC. A lot of people have been asking for this for quite a while, and with Bungie dropping last gen, it does open up the avenue to make a PC version a reality. However, I couldn't speak on any implications of this at the moment. I sincerely doubt that PC would be able to play with console players, partly because of Sony and Microsoft not wanting to work together too much, but mainly because for the Crucible, PC players would likely stomp all over console players because of keyboard and mouse. Obviously for PvE content, it wouldn't matter, but Crucible might be problematic. Number 2, Destiny is going to feel like a proper sequel. So for a long time, I thought that Destiny 2 was not going to be called Destiny 2. I thought it was going to be called Destiny subtitle, like we've been getting with the expansions. However, with this new speculation, I guess it could be possible now for Destiny 2 to actually be called Destiny 2. I think Destiny 2 will go one of two routes. The Taken King route, or the Rise of Iron route. The Taken King was a huge revamp of systems. Leveling got changed up, new subclasses added, lots and lots of changes to fix the problems of Year 1. It was labeled Year 2 in-game to make sure people knew that it was separate from the first year, that things were different. Big changes. Rise of Iron was the opposite. It feels like fan service, giving people what they want. Minor improvements to everyday life on Destiny, providing more content to play without significant overhauls of any particular system. It's just more Destiny. So, Destiny 2, depending on how Bungie feels about their game, could take one of those two routes. If Bungie feels like they like their game in its current state, then we might see more of a Rise of Iron style approach, where they simply provide a full game's worth of content, making improvements to current systems and providing a ton of stuff for people to go do. If they don't feel like they like the game in its current state, or feel like huge changes are warranted, or they have very, very good ideas, we'll see the Taken King approach. Big overhauls, big changes, maybe not to everything, but some things that they might feel aren't good enough, or could be made better. For example, a change that is allegedly potentially coming are some changes to a patrol-like mode, where the planetary areas will feel more populated with towns and outposts. This sounds like they would be far more interesting than just the regular patrol beacons. I thought we were going to be taking a Rise of Iron style approach for a long time with Destiny 2, but now I feel like things might flip to a Taken King approach, even going as far as just flat out calling the game Destiny 2, which brings me to the final point made in the article. Number 3, characters will potentially not carry over to Destiny 2. This is the big thing that has a lot of people worried, even though it's just pure speculation at the moment. But the fact that it's even being mentioned really alludes to the situation where Bungie may really be changing up a bunch of big things to the point where they would pull an extreme version of what they did with the Taken King and leave all of our stuff behind. Now, me being an MMO guy, every expansion I've ever been a part of left every piece of gear behind, much like the Taken King did, and I like that. If you're a super old school fan, back in the House of Wolves days, you might remember a video I did about Ascension, how it made loot boring for an entire expansion, how I thought it was bad for the game in the long term, and how it was basically a fan service band-aid to temporarily give players what they wanted while they made a new system. This is the exact reason why I like dropping everything, because if we could keep everything forever, I think things would get kind of boring. But to take it to such an extreme where we literally drop everything from the first 3 years of Destiny, in my opinion, wouldn't be the greatest idea. I wouldn't be the biggest fan of that. The only things I'd want to keep around are cosmetic items, stuff like emblems, shaders, grimoire, stats, anything that's not gear. I wouldn't want to feel like I invested all of this time into my character, collecting everything there is to get, getting all the grimoire, getting all the ghosts, the fragments, the this, the that, only for all of it to fall off the face of the earth. Also, there are plenty of people not like me who would not like if any of their stuff was taken away. I understand their plight. They might be a casual player, they worked hard for the items that they got, and they want to hang on to them. Although, I will say that if this does happen, where you lose all of your gear and your weapons, it's not that bad. Calling the game Destiny 2 would certainly be a way to perhaps pull people back into Destiny who might have left at any point. Calling Destiny 2 something else, like Destiny Subtitle, might make people think that it's still the Destiny that they left, despite the fact that many improvements have been made to the game over time. Calling it Destiny 2 might signal to people that things are new, fresh, possibly revamped and improved from the last time that they played, and they might give it another shot. So, those are some quick thoughts on the whole Destiny 2 situation, rumor, article thing. Like I said at the beginning, none of this is proven at all. There's a lot of sources talk. But also, like I said, Jason Schreier has a pretty good track record, so we'll see what ends up happening next year when Destiny 2 is primed for release. I imagine we'll start hearing some official news about Destiny 2 around E3 2017. I think E3 for Bungie is going to be a pretty big deal, but until then, I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.